Peace and blessings to everybody that's out there. Peace and blessings, y'all. I don't even have my mic hooked up, so my mic is not hooked up right now. Can y'all hear me? I don't even have it turned on. Can y'all hear me? Testing 1, 2. Can anybody hear me? Yes. Okay. Yeah, man, I had a beautiful, beautiful long week. I don't rush to come on here that like I used to anymore, because as you can see, how they playing with me, how they playing with my channel. YouTube is full of shit. They only let out information who they want out. You know what I'm saying? They only open up the platforms that they want. Look at how they got me. 27 people watching right now. So it's just a waste of time for me, man. Fuck YouTube sometime. You know? Fuck these crackers, man. Because they only want to fuck with me, but they'll let everybody else shit go through. You know? If I was talking about homosexuality and I was a homo, this shit'll be lit. It'll probably be 3,000 people watching. You know? That's how it'll be. So you see how they messing with my channel. It's nowhere in hell. I used to get thousands of people watching. Thousands. So people don't even get links. They don't even get they don't even send out the subscription no more to the people. So they don't want them to know. I had somebody tell me yesterday, who was that? Somebody told me yesterday, yo, brother Saul, I had to Philip Barnes. Y'all know Philip Barnes, the brother with all the books behind him, the good brother. He told me, he said, Saul, I had to search for your channel. What? You got to search for my channel? You put sa.neter Studios in, you should be able to see it. But a few people told me that. He's not the only one. A few people told me that they also had to search because they couldn't find my channel. And that's what's going on. They are hiding my channel from the people. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. When I got a chance to speak to them through chat, they told me to tell all my people to unsubscribe and then resubscribe. I guess that's how they knock out the glitches. I don't know. They say unsubscribe from the House of Consciousness and then resubscribe. Look at how many subscribers I got. 200,000, y'all. K. 202K. Thousand. See what I'm talking about? Yeah, I know they want me to give up. They don't want this out there. 67 people. And then, you know, the people that used to come through all the time, like Sakina Ra, She don't even know I be live. She don't even get the no. That's another one that don't get it. So, you know, for those of y'all who know, earlier I was at the I went to church this morning. I went to church this morning and I interviewed the OG, Reverend Shabazz. That's a powerful brother. I like that brother. I'm telling you, I like that brother. Him and Jabari had a respectful discussion, disagreement, and dialogue. When you see that tomorrow, I'll give it to you tomorrow. When you see that discussion that went down with Jabari and the pastor, that's the way I want my debates to be. Respectful. The way these two brothers gathered in. See, that's grown man stuff. The way they did it. They showed love to each other, but they also let each other know that I'm going to disagree with you on that. That was good. I'll show that tomorrow. Also, yesterday, I interviewed Infodiji. And when I tell you Infodiji went all the way in, man, wow, he went in. Hey, Judah, I called you so that you could see the live stream, but you didn't pick up. If you look at your WhatsApp, you'll see that I called you because I was trying to show you the discussion. So you ain't pick up. So I called Black Sage, aka Elder Yara, and he was watching it. He was watching it as it was going on. And I feel you, Judah. But see, YouTube is making so much goddamn money, brother. They don't even give a damn. They don't care. Shalom, House of Consciousness. You're a YouTube partner. You should be the priority. Yeah, you're right. But they don't care. If it's something that they could do to disrupt this information, they're going to do it. You know how I was getting these hits last year, how the people was coming in. You know, look at it now. I barely get 200 people watching now. Barely. Because they stomping on me right now. And sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, it do discourage me because I put in a lot of work. And then the number one thing is, that night I threw up 3 videos. Brother, I didn't get one goddamn donation. And I'm like, that's what stopped me from doing all the editing work. And I just was throwing it up now because that takes a lot of work, man. It takes a lot of work. And so when I interviewed Infodiji, don't think I didn't give him a donation. Don't think I didn't give him no money. It came right out of my damn pocket. You know? But see, the people feel that they should not have to donate and contribute to the platform. And so that's why I don't have these brothers coming in. I can get anybody you want, anybody. But y'all don't want to have to, y'all don't want to contribute and come out your pocket. If everybody was to put in $10, man, I could get anybody you want, anybody. Because all you got to do is talk dollars to them and I bring them in. YouTube now have become about money. Not with everybody, but with the so-called top people. You know, it's all about the money now. Thank you, Nepal. Hit the like, y'all. Hit that like and share it. Thank you, Queen. So, yes, it's discouraging. I've been up all day last week, and I brought you back-to-back hits. I didn't get one cash app. Not one. Not one, y'all. But you look at these other channels, like, and I say to myself, me and Nepal have these discussions behind the scene, and we say, And Paul said, baby, you know what? We got to get a new audience. I agree with her. We got to go and get the people who are not claiming consciousness. Because the ones who claim consciousness is not trying to support the conscious information. But the ones who are the ones you call dumb, deaf, and blind, and the niggas, they support their people. Shout out, I'm not talking to you, Apostle. Shout out to Apostle, because every time I look here and there, there's Apostle. Apostle always showing love. Even though I beat his ass up sometimes, he still understand that, yo, to keep this going, let me hit sa.neter with $10. Let me hit sa.neter with $20. So I look into my Cash App, and there's Apostle. He supports. But see, y'all think that that money just goes right into our pocket. It goes in, and then it goes out. Ask him for things. If I'm lying, he'd say, no, sa.neter, you ain't give me no money. You ain't give me nothing. He would tell you I gave him something. He would tell you. And it's not no $50. It's not $100. It's a little more. But on the street, it's something that'll do. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? It's a donation that I have to give him, because he puts in work and he stopped his business to sit on the side in the street to let me do the interview with him. I didn't get nothing. I don't get nothing from him. So that's why it slows me up sometimes. And yeah, y'all gonna see when that well runs dry, we're gonna see who else can do what I do. So what I want to do is show y'all something. I want to take it back and bring you a classic video. Start another throwback classic, right? And it's important, man. Y'all let the ones who say they ain't conscious show y'all up more. So maybe I'm tuned into the wrong goddamn people or the wrong audience. Huh? I think I am. I got to say it. I'm sorry, y'all, but for those of y'all who look at my videos, you don't show no support, man. What the hell is $10, $5? I'm not begging you for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not begging you. But damn, you should say, you know what, out of courtesy, out of respect. Damn, sa.neter work hard. He don't work for the white man. He worked for us. He put these videos together and he's doing it for us. But y'all don't think like that. You know how y'all think? Man, I ain't giving that nigga my money. He taking all my money. I can see if you see me out there smoking weed, drinking beer, doing all the crazy stuff, then I can understand that. But you don't see me doing none of that. None of that. I'm committed and focused on bringing my people information, whether you agree with it or not. And I allow everybody to speak, everybody to get up here, whether I agree with it or not. But I'm going to tell you something. Man, that pastor this morning, bro. Hey, Judah, y'all in trouble, man. Y'all in trouble. I don't see nobody beating this pastor. Nobody. He comes out of the Nation of Islam. He come up under Minister Louis Farrakhan. Not him, but his father. So you know if his father is in the nation, he's in the nation. And so when his father left, his father was there with Malcolm. And so when his father left, he left. And he just became a pastor, a minister. But he learned a lot in the Nation of Islam, where you still see him rocking the bow tie. He rocks the bow tie. He wears the bow tie. You know what I'm saying? So he took a lot of that with him, the discipline. Oh man, Apostle, when you see this pastor tomorrow, you might be sweating, brother. You might be sorry. I want to get him. Leave him alone, Apostle. Trust me. Leave that brother alone. Captain Tazariak may be able to have a conversation with him, but I don't think he'll beat him. I don't think he will beat this pastor. He's built different. He's built different. This is the first pastor that I heard say Jesus Christ is the Son of God, not God. This is a minister, a pastor. We know that pastors, they all believe that Jesus is God. Guess what else? He don't believe in the Trinity. He don't agree and believe in the Trinity. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. He's like, man, I'm not with none of that. I don't agree with none of that. And the last but not least, he was tearing a hole into Israel. Oh, why did I do that? I asked him, here killed Geno Jennings. I asked him a question about the Hebrews. And why did I do that? I asked him a question about the Hebrew Israelites. Oh, man. Why did I do that? He just ripped the hell out of y'all. He killed y'all. Y'all gonna see. And then you're gonna be like, yeah, this dude is a problem. Uh-huh. And he's probably is a oneness. Nah, possible. No, he got a church. I was in his church. They love him. And another thing, a church full of young people, brother. Did you hear me? Not old heads. A church full of young people. When you go to church, you usually see grandmas and grandpas and old heads all up in there. This was a church full of young people. Young people, brother. Yep. So I'll be throwing that up tomorrow. And I might just turn this page over to I'm thinking about it. And whoever get it, get it. Whoever don't. Don't make me know, never mind. I was turning this page over to what they call it? What they call it, Nepal? What they call it? Y'all help me out. Damn, the word I'm looking for. Only paid customers. What they call that? Because I see Tommy Sotomayor doing it, and they love him. Members fee. I might end up turning this into a members page. Only members can watch the video. And guess what? The members fee may be $5 a month. How you can afford $5 a month? $10 a month. Some of them will be $5, some will be $10. If you join the $5 membership, then you'll just get the videos. But if you join the $10 membership, you'll be getting all the debates. You'll get the live stuff from the streets. Like when I go out, you'll get all of that. And so I think that's what I might have to end up doing in order to get support. So I know I ain't gonna get a lot of people, everybody, but I'll get some people, and it'll pick up and people will start talking about the videos. Because then I will take my time and do my editing like I used to do back in the days. Nah, why? Because now people are paying membership. So now I can say, you know what? Let me go in here and let me sit down and edit my videos right, instead of just throwing it up and giving it to them. He should have done this, right? Yeah. Yep, you're right, Nepal. Peace and blessings, Big 19, Trucker Talk. Thank you for the donation, brother. Appreciate that. So I look at other people, and I'm not mad at that. When I go to other people's channel, all I see is, like my brother just Chucker threw something in there. All I see is people hitting them off. And I'm sitting back listening, And I'm like, damn, people supporting this shit, this stuff. Like, damn, I'm tuned into the wrong people. I am definitely tuned in to the wrong people. You know? Fuck the conscious community. I'm going to say that again. Fuck the conscious community. I don't want to be a part of the conscious community because it's so messed up now that the people on the outside puts everybody in the conscious community. Everybody is now in the conscious community who I've never seen, who I've never talked to. The conscious community started on 125th Street on the ground. Yeah, damn, sir. But see, y'all just hearing me say it out loud. I've been saying this, ask Nepal. You don't believe me? Ask Nepal. She'll tell you. Nepal will tell you. When I seen how niggas was coming at me and attacking me and talking this crazy stuff about I got AIDS and I'm a pedophile, and I ain't seen no conscious niggas come and defend me. Not one. Not even my man Jabari. Shout out to Jabari, but not Jabari. No red pill, no blue pill. My brother Rich, I could go on and on. No shocker, nobody. But now when it's dry and it's all gone, now everybody I can come and everybody I can get them anytime. They can come on here and talk now because it's slowed down. You see what I'm saying? So fuck the conscious community. Fuck all that. I'm just dealing with the information community now. So please don't put me with that. Yes, I started it, but don't put me with that no more. I gotta let that stuff go. Come up with something different now. Because everybody is in the conscious community and everybody can be doctors, lawyers, everybody. You can be anything you want to be on YouTube. Yep. You could be anything you want to be on YouTube. So with that, enough talking. And as I played this video, this classic throwback, I'm going to be on the other computer. I'm going to be over here editing up my video. Yep, getting the video ready for tomorrow. But I ain't going to give y'all too much editing because I don't get nothing for that. See right here? Here's my other, I'm on this computer right here. This is where I'm doing my editing work at. That's where I'm going to be doing my editing. So I'm going to be doing it right here because I got two computers up. I got my keyboard and I got two computers up. And so here's the one I'm talking on right now. This is the one I'm talking on. This is you. This is y'all. And I'll be doing my editing work over here on this one. See? So I'll be doing my editing work over there. So, yeah. So that's what I'll be doing over there, y'all. All right. So without any further ado, let's get it in. Classic throwback. This is how I used to give it up. how I used to give it up back in my days. I took the time to give y'all authentic, good stuff, good work.
Today, how the hell is that gonna pay my rent? How is that gonna pay my rent by studying some science thousands of years ago? Ancient Kemet, what is that doing for me today?
Okay, well look, but you are the science from 10,000 years ago. Let me show you something. Sam, come hold this microphone. Watch, well, give me some room. Give me some room. Give me some room. You are the You are the pagan and heathen. So if you a Hebrew and you saying that's a pagan heathen, well, nice to meet you, pagan and heathen. If you are Moor and you saying the Egyptians are pagan and heathen, well, go like this. And you are the womb, the body. That's why they call it life, because we the human life. We are the body, the almighty body of the ancestors. This is the Ankh, the head, the womb of consciousness, the body that holds the head and the arms. Or as the gods would say, Allah. Come on. And we are the five-pointed star. Sepenet, Sirius. We come from planets. We are star people. We are the five-pointed star. When we make love to your woman, black man, you are the six. He's the six-pointed star. The 5 and 6. Back to Chicago. The people, the folk nation. Because guess what, brother? Guess what? As a living example of life, if you activate the ways of your ancestors on a daily basis, you magnify and quantify all unlimited possibilities. You are the unlimited potential unwakened. And see, it's up to us as the master teachers to continue to hold each other accountable of our daily salute, our daily practices.
Can I say this?
My brother.
But the brother, he asked the question, how does this pay our bills? It doesn't. Your work, okay, and you putting your foot down and knowing what you got to do as a man is what pays your bills. But what inspires you and motivates you to help you pay your bills, and not only that, create business and to create institutions in your community, so you can not only just pay bills and give back, you can create institutions and generate wealth. See, now hold up. Now in Kemet, the knowledge in it has healing. We are people that are sick. Okay, poverty is one of the sub-results of our sickness because of ignorance, and poor health leads to a poor people, leads to impoverished communities. The healing in the knowledge of Kemet, once it's applied right, okay, is how that can lead to you paying your bills.
No, wait a minute, I'm gonna pass it. Look, the prayer is this. The Kemetic prayer is this. Nuku, Amiku, Kemam Keperu, Imit Hayu. I am that I am, a shining being, a dweller in light, coming forth from the limbs of divine. That's how we apply that. Salute. Okay.
Just very, very briefly. Now you're asking, how do we pay the rent? Now, my aunt and the principals and everybody hotepping and them hoteppers and disrespecting this, these principles and guidelines are not very far from others. Meaning, if you apply them disciplinedly, really live in the 42 principles, really live in that. Because how many are? Not many. But guess what? You go to Christianity, I don't care what you think about Christianity, somebody sincerely living that, that's going to be a dynamite human being. You go to Islam, the same thing. Somebody really living it. But how many of us really live in it? Hold on, we got unks and all this stuff, but look at our lives. Look at our lives. If you look at our lives and our lives don't reflect my aunt, then it's all a show. I'm wrapping up. I get that. It's not just knowing the culture. It's how you live. It's your spirit. Do you have a spirit of arrogance? Do you have a spirit of ego? If you really live in my aunt, you're balanced. You're balanced. You know, but if you're representing yourself in an imbalanced way all the time, that means you have not internalized it. You know the chapters and the verses, you know the authors and the titles, but you're not internalizing and living that. And that's a real critique for the conscious community. We be on some serious ego stuff. I'm wrapping up. We can activate, but righteously.
Yes.
And then righteousness has a humility.
Yes.
There's no ego and arrogance to righteousness. And some of us, our egos are out of line. You really got to slow your roll. Because it's just competitive to be in front all of the time. Just competitive to talk all of the time. Practice. You ain't got to run your mouth about it. Let somebody look at your life and know you live in my eyes. So then in closing, because I'm going to just back up and just listen. Yeah, I'm going to just back up and listen and watch. Because, you know, I like to see the play between our energies, but all of our energies should be pulling for the same place by now. We don't need to be bumping heads as much as we do. So whoever takes it, takes it. Thank you.
Salute to the elders, salute to Smalls. What I would add on as well, what the brother Nova brought up, what Smalls touched on and what you touched on, is the fact that we have to begin to identify what are the rites of passage that students of the conscious community have to actually take to be considered students of the conscious community. Not watching a Hidden Colors or watching a debate, rooting for the guy in debate. When he wins, now you're conscious. You change your name on Facebook, now you're part of the community. But like you said, a lot of people's discretion with people who have these righteous names and have these attributes is inside of sisters' inboxes or guys with their penis out talking about Hotep. You dig what I'm saying? Or if they don't respond to their the brothers trying to come at them, oh, fuck you, bitch, this and that, you bum ass, that's why you gotta weave. So we gotta acknowledge the fact that, like he said, the character and the integrity of individuals that are quote unquote wearing the titles and wearing the names and saying that they're standing on the shoulders of some people who prove to the community and to the world that they are people of great character and they are people of great integrity, like the Marcus Garveys, like the Malcolm X's, like the Dr. Benz and the Clarks. So you have these students that are coming in saying, I'm a Dr. Blair, Francis Cress Wilson, Queen of Four, Mama Pill. So you got people coming in, standing on the shoulders of people who are not soiled, who are not dealing with niggerisms. They have detached from the nigger frequency. They deniggified themselves. But you cannot put lipstick on a pig and expect to not still be a pig. So people are coming into the community, they're putting lipstick on a pig. They're not taking showers, they're putting dashikis on dirty bodies. You understand? People who are engaged in, drug dealing, killing, prostitution, destroying their temples, abortions, and all of these other things, and they are not taking these steps. They're not burning it off for them. They're working off of the work that Dr. Reggie are doing. Dr. Reggie kicked the door down. sa.neter kicked the goddamn door down. Supernova kicked the door down. And what happens when our people kick the door down? Then niggas run in and they start looting. So what's taking place in the community on social media, because you created these platforms have been created like a social media, Facebook and all of that. These niggas is kicking in. Dr. Ben kicked in the door and Kemet. Boom. Seti's kicking in the door. All of these people is tearing down the temples and kicking in the door. And these niggas are coming to loot. And what do you take off of the loot? You take booty off of the loot. So they're trying to take our goddesses from us. They're trying to take our sisters from us. They're trying to take the mothers. Right? So we have to begin to take showers. We have to clean up. There has to be a rites of passage inside of the community for you to even be considered that.
God damn, did y'all hear that bomb that Red Pill just dropped? I know that shit went over a lot of y'all fucking heads. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replay that again. I'm not gonna tell you what he mean. I know my smart people gonna step up, and I want y'all to write inside of the goddamn comments what he's talking about. Subliminal. Talk about it. Write about it. I'm gonna rewind that shit. Instant replay, goddammit.
Working off of the work that Dr. Reggie are doing. Dr. Reggie kicked the door down. sa.neter kicked the goddamn door down. Supernova kicked the door down. And what happens when our people kick the door down? Then niggas run in and they start looting. So what's taking place in the community on social media, because you created these platforms have been created like a social media, Facebook and all of that. These niggas is kicking in. Dr. Ben kicked in the door and Kemet. Boom. SETI's kicking in the door. All of these people is tearing down the temples and kicking in the door, and these niggas are coming to loot. And what do you take off of the loot? You take booty off of the loot. So they try to take our goddesses from us. They try to take our sisters from us. They try to take the mothers, right? So we have to begin to take showers. We have to clean up. There has to be a rites of passage inside of the community for you to even be considered that. We have to bring back the street codes. We have to bring back not only the street codes, but a code inside of consciousness. I'm not up here saying it's like I'm almighty, this, you know, I'm this angelic, Christ-like figure. I gotta apply the codes to my own conduct. I have to apply the codes to myself, because what is consciousness? But we are all on the path of enlightenment. But we are all on the path to take imperfections and perfect them. So we could exhibit what is known as ma'at, so we could live in balance. All of us are a work in progress. You get the opportunity to see us evolve. You see our mistakes, you see our triumphs, you see us failing forward. Stick with us. We are not perfect. We are not blue-eyed Christ on us. So that's what we here to do. And my brother, when I slip up, you better believe this brother's on our tail. He's on my tail. When he slip up, each one teach one. My brother sa.neter, if he slips up, we are here as a brotherhood and a sisterhood. We're not sitting around pointing each other out, trying to crucify, assassinate our character, destroy our legacies, and do things like that. It's some crackatosis in your blood. Get it out of you. That's the nigga in you. That is your lower self. So yeah.
Listen, coming up, we're gonna do a build, and the twins will be with me on this build, and my brothers here will be with me. The build is called The Black Alpha Male and the Power of His Sexuality. And the 30-day challenge is talking about challenging every brother out there to take a 30-day fast from any sexual activity. Shut your being down to move up, okay? And in that 30 days, we want to empower you to explore your physical fitness, your martial arts. You're taking the sea moss and other herbal formulas that will strengthen your male prostate, empower you with the superfoods and other superfoods that will get you on your masculine alpha power. So, when you redeploy back in the black womb, you are thrusting her into possibility. You are thrusting her into awareness. You are thrusting her into enchantment. The black woman feels like she can conquer the world with your thrust, black man. But if you are toxic and your one is not working properly and your mind is toxic, how can you thrust that black woman into empowerment? So we have to detox you, and we invite you to join us, brother, on this 30-day master cleanse that we will all be building on very shortly at House of Consciousness.
No sex, you saying?
No sex.
The temple.
And we're rebuilding the temple.
Talk about the psychosis that comes to one when he's depleted through the semen. When he's depleted, let's talk about the psychosis. How you would become a beta and not an alpha when you.
Well, most of our brothers, even brothers in the conscious community, who have very powerful scholarships, are on the beta frequency. If you do not, every man has to take at least 30 days to replenish himself. See, the man's role is to serve, as in service, a serviceman. A woman's role is to receive the service of the men. Okay? As in receive the semen. Right? The semen. Okay? So, in that frequency, if you don't take the time to build and fortify your master temple, your temple of power, your temple of God, and restore it with daily prayers, activations, okay? Whatever you come from. If you do salat 5 times a day, salam alaikum. If you're reading the Torah, salute to you, okay? If you're in the Perteruim gear, salute to you. What I'm saying is that we need to apply the work, right, on a daily basis. Men are physical. We have to do some type of physical thing. So if you don't do resistance training, do your martial arts, do your run, do your calisthenics. Take yourself through a wellness regimen and refrain from actually giving out. Men are always giving. We're the givers. When a woman marries you, she wants a giver, a provider. When you are providing, that means you have to take your being and you have to give out. If you are a provider. So we get so caught up being a provider, we go from our alpha, our apex, our Merkut pyramid, and we descend down as betas. So what we're saying here is that Brother Red Pill was saying, if you do not rise progress from a beta to an alpha frequency, the wombs that you will attract to you will be vampiristic. I don't care if she's melanated. I don't care if she got a gay lay and onks and she's initiated. You will actually bring out of her the witch frequency, brother. Okay? And then her witch frequency will prey on you because you're a beta. But if you're an alpha and you raise yourself up and you can take 30 days of discipline to replenish your possibility, when you redeploy in the womb, she will be so grateful to have you that you will be actually germinating a frequency that brings life and possibility to your days and actions. We see, family.
I have one question. Powerful, brother. Real quick, my no brother.
Stay close, Reggie.
No.
Reggie.
No, hold up. Listen, the question is pertaining to what you just said. Health and wellness is important because that's what we're lacking, and we need to develop the discipline as well because that's what we're lacking. As far as the men going on abstinence for 30 days, it's supposed to be a cleansing, not just not having sex.
Right.
There's healing and cleansing in that. I want to know if there's something that you're going to have for the couples. So if a brother has a woman that he's living with, and they're used to being intimate, so she doesn't feel alone or left out while he's going on his cleanse, is there something they can do together as a couple where they can still keep each other strong, okay, and understand that, okay, we're not having sex, but we're building together.
So listen, all you're gonna be doing that in that time, if you're a couple, you're asking your queen, you're asking your woman to support you on this regeneration frequency because it's gonna benefit her. It benefits her when you're on your full power and possibility. So your queen will support you on your process. Now, no sex does not mean no intimacy where you can't hug your queen, kiss her, do some meditation together. This opens up a new possibility for creativity in the union. Sometimes the union becomes so beta where sexuality only becomes about a thrust or a pump or a nut. So we have to regenerate that and actually open up new possibilities to a creative union. And a creative union has the possibility to be much more than just the sexual act.
Okay, a quick question.
Yes, brother.
Now the man is abstaining for 30 days. Is his mate also?
I would love to invite the sisters. No, listen, to join him. But I would say, if they're in a committed union, she would support her kingman on this 30-day challenge.
Okay, so if they're committed, and then just quickly, last thing. So in that instance, can he please her, stimulate her? To whatever satisfaction, as long as he retains his seed, he's still committed to the fast.
So I'm gonna open up. I'm glad you. Thanks for. Okay, no. So no.
Job too, right? Because if he got no job and he ain't hitting her off, he's gonna have a problem.
Okay, well, he don't need to be in the womb if he ain't got that. If he ain't doing the right thing. But no, I'm gonna go. Okay, so to the brother Small's point, listen, no sexual activity. No, let her feel, let her want you again, black man. Let her desire you again. See, right now, black man, you're not desired. She doesn't really want you. You're just necessary. You're just providing. You're just holding space there. The black woman doesn't respect you no more. A 30-day fast with you can't eat, you cannot and dine on the yanni, okay? You cannot kiss and tongue her down. You may hold her hand, you may caress her, but no sex. You have to restore your power, black man. You have to restore your possibility. And if she's true to you, she will support you on that journey. That's what I'm saying. And that's the challenge.
Okay, let me bring it back to the monkey men. Now, I'm only playing with my man. I apologize, brother. Let me bring it back to the monkeys, man. Reggie, talk to us, brother.
I'm going to segue into what the brothers were saying. Well, the reality right now in this world is not the brothers.
Right.
It is, in fact, the sisters. The sisters have to clean their minds. They have to clean their bodies, right? Because, unfortunately, we've been using them as sperm sponges.
Yes, okay.
Right?
Yes.
So it is, what we're seeing the effects of is not us, but, in fact, the effects of our sisters.
All I'm saying, brother, all I'm saying, beloved, is that we have the opportunity to take ownership and power of us. I'm not saying our fast is going to disconnect what they have to do. I'm saying that the alpha man, the black man in his alpha power, and us holding each other accountable to power will restore us to power, so we can support our women on a higher frequency. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I 100% agree. I just think the conversation has to be, because we're used to. See, men, have you ever seen 5, 6 women together talking? Do you see a sa.neter show with 6, 7, 8 women coming together
kicking it? Have you ever seen that pill?
Not yet.
Have you ever
Not
seen
yet.
women
Not
in front
yet.
of the camera
Not
talking
yet, but it's
about
coming.
plans?
But it's coming.
Brother, Supernova, this is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
We have always been planning. We
Okay.
need our women to be our partners.
So all I'm saying, beloved, is that
I like that.
listen,
I like that,
listen,
man.
listen.
I like that.
Now
I
check this out.
I like that.
All I'm saying is that, okay, look at y'all brought up some points earlier. Look at the state of the conscious brothers and sisters, the conscious brothers in the community that are set tripping on each other, that are hating on each other, right? A lot of that is because they on a beta frequency. They at a lower frequency. They have scholarship, they have consciousness, but it's the potential where they can go is way beyond that. And right, so my thing is, if we can get brothers to activate, right, on a deeper level, their power and potential, they will be able to go light years in the possibility to applying the work. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that our sisters should not be joining us. I'm not saying that we should hold them accountable. I'm just saying that because brothers have been doing the building, have been on camera, this is a great opportunity to fortify our brotherhood. To us to do something together, regardless of what set we claim, what tribe we from, what we representing. It bonds the brothers. Okay, listen, our oppressors, the different fraternal orders that run the world, they have their rituals to maintain oppression. They do brotherhood rituals globally. They just don't conquer. They do rituals to conquer the world. So I'm saying we need to start to do empowerment rituals with ourselves collectively to empower us to be fortified.
Okay, so
Yes,
let me finish up on this side. So we talked a little bit about Nile Valley science, and sa.neter said, watch this. Sa.neter says, how is this going to pay our bills? Or whatever science that we're using. How is the science going to pay our bills? The fact of the matter is, we shouldn't be paying bills. You understand? We should be living. The fact of the matter is, everything that we do benefits the European. He gets a percentage of every dollar that is passed because we don't have a system, right, to empower ourselves. So when we paying bills, that's the trick. We have to get into another mind frame. So if this is a start of getting into what we say, Nile Valley culture, right? Or street codes, right? Or whatever type of science. But let me just tell you about our ancestors, right? Our ancestors acted as a wave against the others. So no matter what the others had plans, we acted differently. So we have to act united and we have to act differently. The Ashkenazi Jews and the rest, they act different. They come to, they in the community, they wear one, they ain't got to worry about Jordans. They ain't got to worry about being super fly, right? We gotta dress in one code. You see, because they different, but they move in a unit. We're not moving in a unit because we all want to be individual, special, stand out. But that shit is killing us. We got millions of people in the prisons.
That's what I'm saying, big homie, is that this proposal is a start to begin that building. That's what I'm
right, but I'm adding the science. I'm adding the science. I'm adding, we filming. I'm adding the science, right? The science is that we got to start thinking as one, brother. And we got to come out as one. Because our ancestors taught us to think, the neter is basically a wave. Our culture is basically quantum physics. We're quantumly entangled to survive. What we have done is we have allowed other people to send us signals through the television, through the music. See that music right there? That music's harmful. We think that it makes us dance, it makes us feel happy. No, it takes us off of what we're doing. All of the music right now is being programmed. Everything on television is being programmed to make us quantumly entangled to their agenda. We're thinking about music. We're thinking about how we're making money, right? The fact of the matter is, the problem with Africa is that Africa needs to hold its money, hold its resources, keep those goddamn diamonds in the ground, keep that rubber in the ground, keep that shit in the ground, and guess what happens to Europe? Guess it dies. But what we're doing is we're feeding into that thing. All we got to do is stop it, right? And nothing comes out of Africa, right? And And guess what? Every minute, oil don't come out, diamonds don't come out, gold don't come out, cobalt come out. Their industries die. Then guess who they got to make a plan? But if we're not focusing, so this is a step, not for just us here. Right. But this is a step that's got to spread to all of Africa because we got to think like a wave. We got to put together. Now, all what you're hearing right now, this is a goddamn melanin explosion right now. Right? This is an explosion of ideas. Right? A supernova. Right? But as it vibrates, it changes, right? It changes people. So this is quantum. Right? But this is what we have to do. But you're right, we got to get our minds right. We got to get our bodies right. But at the same time, right? We got to work on our women. Right. No, I've been waiting to talk. I've been waiting to talk. I understand. You got to go?
I just want to say one thing. That's all. I just want to say one thing.
This is how it works.
I just want to say one thing. What I want to say is this. I've been studying black history, black culture since from the cradle. I was born and raised in this. I'm a year younger than this. All right. I used to be here when I was 1 year old, boys and girls. All right. The problem that we have with racism and the imbalance of the world right now is the educational system. Period. Racism can be destroyed in one day by all children because they don't give a fuck. All right? But as long as you teach my child that your hero is my great-grandmother's rapist, there will never be a balance, bro. Right? So we can talk about all of the research.
I disagree. But I disagree. But listen, you're commenting, but I disagree. You know why?
Let me complete my thought. When I was young, my mother took all the Pampers out of the box and threw the box in the garbage because she wouldn't have me seeing a white child as what is. All right? Once we stop, and listen, I'm not saying teach everybody about black. I'm saying teach everybody about their own and let them come together. If a white man had a black Jesus in his house, he would treat a black man different. Peace.
Yeah, peace.
Okay. No. See, no, but that's how it works. So that's the energy. So you said what you had to say. Now you have to receive it, right?
You gotta go. I gotta go to my family.
Okay. All right. So you gotta go.
And I'm gonna see this tape. And I'm gonna see this tape.
Okay. So here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. The fact of the matter is, education in the United States is babysitting to the industrial system. We allow our children to go to school so that we in fact can go to work to pay bills, right?
I agree.
We have to get to a level, right, where we are self-sufficient. We are self-sufficient and that we educate our families ourselves. But it doesn't just start. Education is one of the pieces. It's the prisons, it's the court systems, right? It's economics. I understand.
I went to independent black school, right? So I didn't go to school on Columbus Day. Matter of fact, I went to school on Columbus Day, and I had off for Martin Luther King's birthday and did an assembly for every assassination of all of our leaders. So my outlook on the world is not as a victim. I'm responsible. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here worrying, they doing this to us, they doing that to us. No, I know they got their time to do what they did. We extracted them from us so we can see how fucked up we are.
Can I ask you one question before you...
Wait a minute. In plain sight, we extracted them out of us. So they're here for a job. They're here to do something. Let them do their job.
Can I ask you
and stay asleep? But what it means is that when you educate yourself with your own knowledge, like you see these symbols on your hat, you see what y'all wearing? I grew up with this. My name is Tamu Ra. All right, I grew up with this information. So therefore, I walk around, and I didn't jump in my car just now when I seen y'all building. I came over here because that's the way I was educated as a child. So what I'm saying is, all the social, economical and social ecological things that we can be doing as a people, it's all going to stem from us teaching our children that they are the greatest.
This is the biggest university right now in the world. This is sa.neter Studios right here. We are educating people that no one else can get to. Brother, I know you got to go, right?
Yo,
but this is why we do this work right here, right?
I don't have to look at you. I can hear you. I
right.
Watch my family too.
Right. But I understand.
Bill.
But the fact of the matter is that we are educating people that the system couldn't get to and that some of our other leaders can't get to. This is education right now. And this type of education is going to continue because we're doing something special. We are vibrating as a wave. You see this? We got some of the best and most powerful people right here, right doing it. So the only issue that I have is that
What I said?
no, the only issue that I have is that we are doing this right before your eyes. This is the brand new paradigm. This is a brand new paradigm. It is electrifying over the world.
Talk about me and you. So you're talking about something that I bear witness to and you bear witness to. Our job, your job, my job is not amongst each other, right?
That's why it's
amongst them.
Studios.
So
That's
I just said to you,
community.
I just said to you, the conscious community job is not amongst the conscious community. The conscious community job is amongst the unconscious who don't see themselves as being community. So what I'm saying to you is, as children, if these kids start learning that they come from the creators and the originators of all things in life, then they will come to each other with a greater love. I ain't come over here with nothing else but love. You understand? And the fact that these are motherfuckers I don't even know, and they building with the same thought process I'm thinking about. So let me go over there and show them some love. You know what I mean? But it ain't here for me. I'm not here to educate you, and you definitely can't really educate me right now because we already the conscious. We got to get to them. We got to get to those.
That's why we're on film right now talking solutions, right? And this vibration, peace to you, peace to you. This vibration is spreading. We have dealt with a number of subjects that can't get to other people, right? That's my point about being in the wave, vibrating at the same way. And even no, because I'm not talking to you and you're not talking to me. We're talking to those people. That's who we talking about. Like, people can see me and Brother Pill. We be bouncing on a different frequency, but when we get in the right frequency, it's the same goddamn thing, right? Because we've had time to talk and communicate. We're creating an environment where we can communicate to people, right? Because the other people, right?
And what he's saying is what you're saying is almost the same thing, that we're coming together, right, consciously to re-educate. Because everybody has a form of education. Some have been miseducated. So all of us here had to deprogram ourselves from what we've been programmed. We wasn't born like this. Even, look, I was at the feet of Dr. Sabi at 8 years old. Right there in Brooklyn. That shit didn't save me. No, what I'm saying is I still found myself in the streets doing street things, but hold on. But let me that's what I'm saying. Let me clean that up. Let me clean that up.
Where was Jesus at till he turned?
That he was with the killers and he was with the credit card scammers in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So I was gonna finish that. That it was that exposure at 8 years old that fortified me. Like we were saying earlier, the only job of ours at the end of the day is to be seed planters. We plant the seeds and life waters it. Your experiences water it. When a student is ready, the teacher shall appear. So people stumble on this channel haphazardly sometimes, looking at Little Boozy or looking at some hip hop shit or looking for some girls twerking, and then they get the light because subconsciously or maybe consciously they were asking for some more. They like, yo, I'm this frequency of this nigga life, I need more than that. This deaf culture is wearing me down. I know that there's something else out there, and miraculously they start waking up. So when I was exposed to the information, when I was able to go in the hood, I exposed them to the light. I had to go into the underworld and shine my light. Now what is the benefit of all of that? 20 years later, I'm out here at this festival, dudes from the hood I might have had murder beef with, or guys that I knew had done things in the hood that I can't even mention. They coming through with an ankh on. They're living the lifestyle now. Not professing it or reading it in a book. They're living it out. The guard right here, I ran into, come through, young guard. This is an example of the impact of, like the brother was saying, re-educating our people with the information, not just the talk, but the walk. Let them know who you are and what the information and the consciousness is doing for you. One of the brothers, you know what I mean, going back to what the brother was saying, I can't speak for what the sisters have to do. I'm not going to tell them. I know as a man some of the discrepancies that we have in our culture. What does our culture teach? Fuck everything else, because we could be studying Nile Valley civilization, Morris science, but we belong to another culture. That's the hip-hop culture as a generation. We belong to an operating system that is not from the Nation of Islam. Okay, the operating system for young men in New York City, in Atlanta, in LA, in St. Louis, in Memphis is hip-hop. And that shit is telling you, Fuck these hoes. Huh? Money over bitches all day. Pardon my Moorish Latin, but you know what I'm trying to convey to you. We don't love these hoes and all of these other things. So the frequency, when your child gets in a car to go to the daycare or to go to kindergarten or to go to grade school, and mama turns on the radio and she turns on 105.1 or 97.1, they're not hearing the 42 laws of Ma'at. They're not hearing a Farrakhan speech. They're not hearing Jesse Williams on stage. They're hearing the nigger talk. They're hearing niggerism. They're hearing lower frequencies. So what we have to do is identify as a culture, as men, we have to be more responsible for what? We have to go against the culture. We have to question the culture. We have to put the culture under the motherfucking microscope and saying what parts of it can be changed now. What parts of it can be upgraded? Because I'm not throwing away the baby with the bathwater. I can't throw myself away. I can't throw who I am. I can't throw my experiences that made me red pill I'm not going to throw that away. But I'm going to say that I learned from some of my mistakes. I'm going to say that the sisters hate us right now. That we're not in favor with the majority of the sisters that I know. They not fucking with men. If I repeated some of the things, the segment energy is rising. We are now coming into an era where we may have a matriarch with a patriarch with a matriarch face on it. That's the Hillary Clinton administration. And the segment energy is rising. You should hear some of the conversations that's taking place. One of the current conversations that I had with a sister is she said she have a group of sisters that talk and they all agree that they're not going to procreate no more. They like, we not even bringing life into this fucking realm because of unresolved issues of pain, of hurt, of molestation, of all of these things that have been taking place, and they feel that men hate them. So we got to begin as men having these conversations, but I'm not about to go tell no woman what they need to be doing and how they need to carry themselves and the problems that they have. But like I said, I want the brother to come in and explain and let the family know some of the influences and all of these other things that consciousness is doing for him.
First and foremost, big shout out Hotep and shout out to sa.neter TV. That's like, y'all understand the impact that what y'all doing is having on my life. Like, I don't want to look at y'all like Babylon and all that as far as like how they look at the celebrities. Because Hollywood, when it's Hollywood, you got to understand that's casting a spell. Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? It's not real. It's a matrix. But when I run into y'all, you got to understand the impact y'all are making. You know what I'm saying? I don't think y'all really understand. Like, I even run into Dishi and asked him a question. He probably don't even know why I asked him the question I asked him. It was, what does Saba mean? I go by Sabotage. My real name is Taj, but my rap name is Sab. But it comes from sabotage, and it's all about that balance. I came through to fuck shit up because of y'all. Oh, part of my language, you know what I'm saying? Yo, part of my language. But to get back to a point that I was making, it was the fact that they say my generation is Generation X. But where the big homie at? Big homie left or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, Supernova coming back. Big homie coming back. But they said we Generation X and we can't learn nothing. We have the mental capacity to learn whatever we want. But when we sit up in the classrooms, we don't know nothing. But when the homies know what I'm talking about, when the little scrap pull up to a 9, 31 days, 21 days, he know all that information. He can't even read. Right. God can't even read. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make it come back to you. You gotta get back to their root chakra where that fire at. And then you gotta rise it up through the Kundalini. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta hit them. So all I want to say is, man, I don't even want to take up y'all time. You're
speaking to who you can't get to.
Oh man,
your vibration is on the vibration that people look like you. That's what I'm talking about. That way.
See, my bad, because it's a different type of love when you dealing with other guys. See, in the hood, like what we talked about earlier. When you talk to somebody, when you in the hood, it's like, yo, this nigga must be. It's either he pussy. Sorry for my, you know what I'm saying. Once again, it's either you a wolf, you food, or you another lion. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So when you're talking to somebody, you can't even talk to nobody in the hood. So I just wanted to step back and let the gods, you feel me? But listen, that's fake male pride that the white man instilled in us.
what I'm saying? That's not even.
You generation liberation. You ain't generation X, bro.
Yo.
You generation liberation.
And it go. Get it in real quick. I'm gonna add on to what you said.
Generation liberation.
What was y'all talking about with Tarzan?
Just build on what you
about the generation.
Talking about the generation. What do you think about the society we living in and what's going on, man? That's what we talking about. How are we gonna change this?
Shout out sa.neter TV. We in Brooklyn right now. This is not Harlem. We in Brooklyn. So shout out to sa.neter TV for that. It's a long way. That's like an hour and a half. Yeah.
Brooklyn takes it.
Well, my main thing is, we all got the colors on. We got the African stuff, and we all got the African stuff going on. And it just seems like I was asking somebody over there about the petitions that they do. Like, they trying to get Mumi out of prison. They trying to get him some medication and all that. So it was a white boy sitting at the table. It was a cracker. I can say that, right?
Yeah,
cracker?
Yeah. Cracker.
It was a cracker sitting at the table.
Yeah, from the Revolution Club.
And I asked him, I said, all right, so how are y'all going to get him out of prison? So, he's been in there how long now? 30, right? 30?
Over 30 years.
So if we're going to try to get him out of prison and this voting thing isn't working, I asked him as a white man, because this is what he told me. The cracker told me that as a white man, his job, since he has white privilege, is to come into the black community and take leadership.
Tarzan.
I didn't even know y'all was talking about that. But that's what he said. The cracker told me he needs to take leadership and help us his way. That's how he's going to help us.
Because his mentality, right? He's in this Western society where he's part of the quote-unquote dominant society. He's been given both, because remember, racism is taught inside the home of the European, right? And their history, and also their status. They're able, inside of the home, behind their closed doors, they're able to tell their children what their status is. So that's been instilled, this quote-unquote white savior complex, and everywhere that he looks caters to that. Yeah. With a sign that says, yeah, tell Sa to touch that. Yeah, show that real quick, what he's talking about.
Yeah. He's still cooling. Yeah. Dropping knowledge for them. Yeah.
So,
no, he's talking. He's talking. So the fact of the matter is the white folks savior complex that we comfortable with, right? Because we scared to do it our goddamn selves, right? And that is the whole movie about Tarzan. The whole movie about Tarzan is that we are capable of doing it ourselves. When they first came, they should have been murdered on the beach. Murdered on the beach. But what we did was what the ape did, was save one of them, right? Let them survive, right? And they came back more. Tarzan's people came back more. So the movie is worth going to. Don't be mad at them telling the story of their success. Be mad because you are not telling the story of your liberation. Do you understand? Don't be mad at them. You see this over here? There's commerce going on. It's a beautiful thing. But the mind ain't going on. We just paying bills and making money, right? We not acting as a wave. Because if we act as a wave, Bill, as you always taught, this should be going on every day.
In the summertime on a weekly basis. But going back to the initial question that was asked earlier about what would comedic culture, how could comedic culture pay the bills? Now, we have to somewhat take that question and really examine that. Because what culture does when it's returned to us, we are a poor people. We are poverty stricken. Why? Because something was taken from us. So we have to acknowledge what was taken from us, what part of the wealth system that we inherently have, which one of our inalienable rights did they take from us to put us in a state of poverty? Because poverty is not necessarily what you don't have in your pockets. It's a lot of rich, poor niggas that I know. In his hood, all them shoebox warriors, these guys ran racks and stacks, they are impoverished in ways, they are malnourished in their knowledge of self. As a result of that, their self-worth has become bankrupt. And what do we see that play out as in? We see it play out where a nigga could come outside in broad daylight and pop a nigga in front of his mama. That has just happened in Brooklyn.
The shoebox is really just bail money.
Oh, man.
No doubt.
Quiet, the shoebox has always been bail money. That's all it is,
It's not
right?
investment money in a sense. It's not rebuilding money because the OGs had street codes, and the street code said when you destroy, you also build. They don't do that.
You know, big up to sa.neter TV. I love this program because it's conscious. This is what we need to keep sending this message to those who are still asleep. It's our job to wake them up. Now, we are caught up in a state of delusion, right? They didn't take nothing from us. We give it to them, and we let them control us. We got to stop this. And all we going to do it is by educating our youth. They are doing it with theirs, so why can't we do it with ours? We are the ones with knowledge. We are first knowledge, right? From the beginning was us, right? And it's going to always be us. Don't matter, we're resilient people. Every time we turn around, they're trying to kill us off. They use every method in the book. But guess what happened? We survived. We survived because you know what? We are the gods. We are the creators. We are the ones that making things happen. Without us, there wouldn't ever be them. You know, these Ashkenazis and Khazarians, right? Who think that they are going to still be in control of this world? Let me tell you. Let Dr. Marcus tell you that. The time is now. This is the end of time. And we are going to take control once again. You know, this so-called prison industrial complex and all of that, we could stop it today. We could stop it today because we just letting them continue the game. Once we get our folks together and get their minds right, there will be no more of this crap. The brothers won't be killing each other. I challenge anyone to get with the youngsters, get with our youths, get with our children and educate them. Show them what it is. Show them that, hey, look, you are better than. You are better than. And we're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep doing it. So sa.neter TV, just keep doing it. Keep letting the people know. We're gonna always be here to show them and teach them. You know, I just want to leave with this point. There's nowhere in the world you're going to put a white man to teach us our culture. We have a culture, they don't. So how are they going to teach us our culture? They have no knowledge of us. You know, they only go by what we show them, right? And that's it. They can't even think for themselves. We're the greatest thinkers of all. So don't let them fool you. We're going to come up out of this, and I'm going to show you a way out to do it. Yes.
Now, keep in mind that the hunter will always tell the story about the lion from the hunter's perspective. Every single story that they've given us, every single perspective of who we are and who they are is from the hunter's perspective. Always know that. They will never give you the story from the lion's perspective. Now, going back to what he was saying and what we were saying about the culture is priceless. This is a micronism of a macronism of where the fuck our wealth is. So you need to stop it with talking about, no, we need more of these. This is a healing, therapeutic gathering of higher frequencies of culture and of the diaspora in ways that you don't get in Western society. So every single black community should have one of these events at least 4 times a year where we come amongst, we do commerce, we do culture, we socialize. Brothers can meet their goddesses. Goddesses can meet their gods. We have to encourage coming together. We are being encroached upon by these fucking pilgrims, these Europeans. Do you niggas want to go to their festivals? Do you want to be inside of whatever the fuck they put together? It is bland. It is low frequency. When our people get together in lower frequencies, they rob, they kill, they steal. There's misogyny taking place. All kind of lower level nigga shit. That's not what you see here. So you get to see what a black village looks like. And you get to see what a sovereign city looks like. And you get to see I'm seeing sisters that I ain't never seen before. They look like they escaped from the museum, goddammit. I'm about to put out an APB. There you get to see a stock and a pedigree of our people that you don't see riding the trains, that you don't see in the hood. So,
TV.
facts.
Only on sa.neter.
There you go. So we got to come together like this. This is healing. We need villages and towns like this. So, like I said, our culture is our wealth. Get your culture back, you will get your wealth back, and you will get your ass out of poverty. And that's a fact.
Powerful. Hey, I want to say this. Me and Red Pill here together again. It looks like there's a lot of wind in the forecast. Okay. I want to say in closing too. Give me. You got a flyer, brother? You got a flyer on you? Okay. Yes. August 20th, family. I want you to come out if you can support it. If you're in the tri-state area, if not, and you like to travel, come on out to Waterbury, Connecticut on 20 Hopkins Street. August 20th, once again, we're going to have Facts Initiative. Food, arts, transportation, clothing, and solutions. It's going to be... You got the flyer we need, brother? Okay.
Flyers. I've been going hard on the promo.
But your sa.neter will put it up at the intro. Okay? So check it out. Me, Red and Blue Pill is going to go out there, and we're going to turn it up in Connecticut with this information, with solution orientation. Not just a lecture, not just talking about history, but talking about making history. Right. Also, what I want to say in closing is what the brother said about the white man over there talking about his status. See, he has embedded in him by not only his household and his parents, but the society that he comes from, has reinforced that and had reassured him with that. So to the point where he has enough confidence and audacity to come against all black people and not feel intimidated or afraid. He feels more protected here around all these black people than he do around different factions of Caucasians with different political ideologies and class statuses. That's a fact. And the reason why is because until we learn how to break from accepting that conditioning, okay, we will always accept the slave-master relationship and dichotomy between us. Change, okay, we have a divine rendezvous with destiny. Change is coming. This is a process and a product of the change that you see happening right here. House of Consciousness, Black News 102. So stay tuned.
You know, I don't have much more to say other than that. It's time for us to rise up. It's time for the people to wake up. Let's wake the sleeping giant up, take back what belongs to us, and run the world the way it should be run. Big up to sa.neter TV.
All right, brother. I just want to say that we have a responsibility with these platforms that we use. sa.neter TV, Black News 102. We have a big responsibility. When we have these events, we can't have white people there. We can't have this white man here talking about we having a position and all this other stuff. We can do everything ourselves. We don't need more white people. This is a black platform. sa.neter TV is a black platform.
That's right.
We gotta just cut the bullshit and just say, look, we all got the same agenda. The same agenda. We want to get from underneath the cracker and get rid of them.
And we want to create a future for our babies.
And only way we gonna create a future for our babies and our women is if we get rid of this shit. We gotta get rid of this shit. We gotta stop. Look, it ain't about who's the smartest or who got the most books and none of this. None of that. Haitian Revolution, they didn't have no books. All they had was a prayer.
Let the people hear. Let the youth hear.
Yeah, that's right. Talk to the youth.
Yeah, say what you asked me. Let them know. Ask them the question.
Okay, I came in on the end of this. I just was listening to the outside of it. But I was watching BET the other day, and Jesse Williams, to me, he laid down the gauntlet especially on all these here young blacks and even the old heads like myself, you know, who have platforms to speak up, to reach out, and to put some of that money into our communities and help our youth and show them some love. It takes a village to raise a child, you know, and I was born in 1950.
So when you heard him, you were shocked when you heard him say that?
No, I wasn't shocked.
Motivate you?
I wasn't shocked because I talk to certain people every day about what's going on. And I mean, I was one of the youth at one time out there doing the things that I was doing wasn't right. But as I got older and my eyes opened up, my head opened up, and to me, it's a very ugly scene out here when it comes to American blacks. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of hearing about the Jews. Our Holocaust happened right here. I spent time in Germany. I'm a serviceman. I spoke to some of the Germans. The Germans was just as scared of Hitler as the Jews was. And if they got caught helping a Jew, they was whacking out their whole family, including cat and dog. So I mean, well, that part I don't quite know and understand the lingo, but I'm just talking black and white, speaking black and white for what I know. I'm just tired of the Jews as far as talking about their Holocaust. Their Holocaust took a place in Europe, Poland, Russia. I want to speak about what's happening here in America. You understand? My ancestors were slaves. I'm part of a slave. I say they letting too many people in this country. They coming in from all over the world. They need to shut the door. No, I'm not no Trump. He only said part of it. Talking about the Mexicans and the Arabs. It has to shut the door on the people. Slow it down. We getting squeezed. And the young black people gonna have it even harder, and especially this technology. Yeah, they sharp with the technology, but they not paying attention. We do not hire black lawyers. We don't have enough black doctors. You know, yeah, it's good to be playing sports, professional football, basketball, but hey, how about the other side, the flip side of sports? How about the ownership? Very good question. What do we own? Who are we putting in? Who are we giving jobs to? We're not giving jobs to not even our own. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I hustled, I dealt with this here, and right now, I'm wide awake. The bear had waken up, and I would like to say things, you know, but sometimes I don't know how to put it. I don't want to offend no one, but I want them to understand on what I'm trying to say, so to open up your eyes. And getting to Jesse, I was not surprised. I was waiting for a young person to come up and to speak the way he spoke. He couldn't have put it no better. Now, I looked at all them faces that were sitting in the auditorium. They was like wide-eyed, mouth open. It's not like you never heard this here before. Here's a young man, and he was an activist before he was an actor.
That's right.
Now, come on now. And I was like, well, I never even heard of him. You know what I'm saying? Until that night. But now, I want to speak, and if the people don't know, okay, time to go.
Yeah, I just want to say, having a platform, having this black platform, we need to start having accountability as black men. A war without an army is what? It's a fucking genocide. So we need to take responsibility and understand that we need more. We need more than talk. I mean, it's good. Look, I came out here to just say this, but at least I'm out here. Most people they won't come out. It's black platform, race first. Jesse Williams, we can't let people like this say these things anymore. We can't let these little mulattoes and these white boys, and they fucking up the race. Keep it black, take responsibility, win the war. You got to prepare for war. All right? At some point, we're going to have to prepare for war. We need an army, all right?
To close out, to sa.neter TV. Big shout outs to sa.neter TV. To close out, all I got to say is peace and blessings, and it's all about balance. It's all about balance right now. You got to understand, we got to stop living by the fake. Willie Lynch most likely didn't even really exist, honestly, say the truth. But those things that was said, that was put into place to create this system, it's very real. So we gotta stop making the young and the old, and the male and the female, and always having a big issue. We all want something which is progress. And that's how I'm gonna close this out for you, sa.neter. Yo, blessings, Hotep. Peace, man.
All right, Hotep family, peace and black power. Thanks a lot. Love it. Peace.
He's a Hebrew. That's the one that said. That's what I'm gonna say. All the brothers you see on the drums are Hebrew Israelite. All of them are Israelites. The question I have is where you get that from. If you're not African, where that come from? When you study the history, those are Israelite brothers. That Zion Lex man right there standing up, he's the leader of that right there, the one with the white t-shirt on. Good brother right there. That's a good brother. And Nepal, I know you know the brother with the kufi on, sitting in the back with the black kufi on. I know you know that brother, Nepal. Don't tell me you don't know him. We interviewed him in Chicago. Do you remember him, Nepal? Do you remember him? We interviewed him in Chicago. And let me say this to Kansu. Kansu, why are you over here, man, talking this crazy stuff, brother? Why are you over here talking this crazy stuff, man? When your leader is under the jail for fondling little boys, brother, you should be quiet. You shouldn't have nothing to say. You should be quiet. Keep your mouth shut. Your leader is in prison, Dr. York, for messing with little boys. You should be quiet, bro. You should be real quiet. And when you come in here, tiptoe. Or stay in the bushes. If you think you got to say something, stay in the bushes. You know what I'm saying? Why are you over here? Shouldn't you be going to see Dr. York to visit him? So you can probably, I don't know, maybe suck on his peanuts for him, help him out. Because you know he got you when you was a little boy. See, that's why I'm telling you, man, I don't want to do this. It's easy. It's easy when you try to bang on me. It's easy. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this, Kansu? Nobody even think about you. Huh? Look at you. All up in the comments. No, what you need to say, don't forget, your leader, Dr. York, was from New York. Stupid. See how dumb you are? You're right. Your leader could never be trusted. See how dumb and stupid you sound? How you sound now? Where you thought Dr. York was from? Huh? He was from Brooklyn. Sound crazy, bro. Let me move on. You're a waste of time, brother. You're a waste of damn time. So anyway, y'all, peace and blessings to y'all, man. Peace and blessings to everybody. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.